Wimborne Town went down to their second defeat of the week at Cuthbury today, losing 2-1 to a strong Taunton Town team. Manager Steve Cuss made only one change to the team that lost at Didcot on Tuesday, bringing in young Dan Burton-Hemmings for Paul Roast. And Wimborne kicked off in the first half against the strong wind and on a bumpy pitch and struggled to make headway for most of the first 45 minutes. No great surprise when the visitors took the lead on 15 minutes through Steve Kingdon. He got his toe to the ball after it had bounced around in the 6-yard box after a corner. The wind causing a lot of trouble there. And Taunton went in at half-time probably thinking they could have been more than one goal ahead. But it was a different Wimborne Town that came out in the second half. And on 52 minutes they almost equalised. Lovely piece of work by Dan Burton-Hemmings on the right. He took a short corner from George Webb, beat a defender, moved into the corner of the penalty area, and his clever cross to the far post was met by Jamie Davidson, whose strong header back across goal was diverted onto his own post by a defender, but the keeper got there first in front of the Wimborne attackers. Wimborne much on top at this time, and it looked for anything as if an equaliser was imminent. But it was Taunton who got the vital second goal, and to be fair, an absolute cracking goal. Jamie Short, who had come off the bench as a substitute just 9 minutes earlier, beat Billy May to a ball, advanced into the corner of the box and unleashed a fierce shot with his right foot that found the top corner of the net. Cracking goal. 8 minutes to go, and George Webb gave Wimborne some hope when he finished off a lovely move involving Matt Kemble and Sam Griffin with a right foot shot across the keeper from 16 yards that found the corner of the net. Probably even money at this stage whether Wimborne would find that equaliser, because there was quite a bit of added time to come. But it didn't come, and to be fair, Taunton played out the remaining few minutes without much problem. This wasn't a particularly dirty game, and yet the referee found enough fouls to produce 8 yellow cards, and unfortunately 2 of them went to John Blake, which meant he went in for an early bath on 86 minutes. Harsh, scant reward for a fantastic performance by Blakey. I don't really need to say that because we say it every week, but this really was a masterful performance in the middle of the Wimborne midfield. Other standouts for Wimborne, Sam Griffin yet again. I thought he had an excellent game, fast feet, good turn of pace, and his final ball impressive. And at the back, Ian Oliver and Adam Costello looked as solid as they have done recently. So, game of two halves for Wimborne. To be fair, very poor in the first half, struggled to make any headway against the wind. Much better, more fluent in the second half. Jamie Davidson instrumental in a lot of moves in the second half, and a lot to look forward to in the games coming up. And those are at home to Yate on Tuesday this week, next week, and at home a week today. I think it's Paulton Rovers, Dave. We hope to see you at one of those. I'm with Steve Cuss after today's 2-1 defeat by Taunton Town at home. Steve, good second half, but ultimately not enough.
Yeah, exactly that. I think it was a below par performance in the first half. Even though we were up against the winds, I still wanted us to use the ball better. And I just said to the players at half time, we need to come out and play and try and open them up. And to be fair, I thought we had a real go second half, but the second goal killed us off a little bit. But it was a nice bit of play to get the goal, and then we started from there and applied a little bit of pressure, but it wasn't quite to be. Yeah.
Dan Burton-Hemmings made his first start for us, and I thought he looked impressive. Some neat touches.
Yeah, it's great for him to play 90 minutes at this level at his age, and he's done really well out there. You can see physically, he's not quite a man yet, and when he goes into challenges, I think you can physically see that he's not quite there. But in terms of his skill and his ability, we think a lot of him here, and hopefully we can bring him on, and he'll get many more starts from now.
Yeah, and I said this on Tuesday as well, but I'm more and more impressed by Sam Griffin with every game. I thought he very quick feet. He showed some pace today, and his final ball's improving.
Yeah, I've been really pleased with Sam of late. He's been delivering, and I think we sort of like talked about our front five today of not being the most physical, and we had to get the ball down and play. And when we get it down and play, Sam's got some terrific touches, some terrific plays, a real threat to defenders. And I think that's the way we want to try and continue to do it.
Yeah, it was difficult conditions. That strong wind in the first half, and the pitch is bumpy, of course, at this time of the season. So it wasn't an easy day to play football.
It wasn't an easy day to play football, but I expected us to try and play, and that's what I want us to do. I want us to try and play, and I thought first half we probably tried to defend, and we needed to be a little bit more composed on the ball, and I thought we were second half. And I've said that to the players in there at the end, full credit to you, come out and had a real go and tried to play the way we want to play second half, so I was pleased with that.
John Blake picked up 2 yellows. You got any complaints about that?
No, I can't complain about probably the 2 yellow cards for John, but I thought it was magnificent today. I've got to say, I thought John was absolutely outstanding. The commitment and the determination he puts into his performance is a second to none, and he didn't deserve that. I mean, it was 2. The way I know John well, and the way he plays the game, he just sees the ball and goes for it, and he's fully committed. And obviously in the modern game now, you miss time 2 tackles, you get sent off, and he's missed time 2, and he's got himself a red card.
Occupational hazard, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit.
I mean, you almost don't need to say how well John's played, because that must be 4 or 5 fantastic performances on the bounce from him.
Yeah, he delivers week after week, and that's for me as the manager, I've said it a lot of times on camera, is what I want from all my players, is to know what I'm going to get, and I know what I get out of Blakey, and long may it continue, because he's had another great season with us.
Yeah, 2 more home games the coming week. Yate on Tuesday. Any injury worries for? Well, obviously there are injury worries. I mean, James Stokoe missed the game today.
Yeah.
Any chance of James being fit?
We don't know. He's got knee ligament damage, so we're just really looking at that and see if we can get him back. But that's the situation we're in. We've got a small squad with injuries at the moment. The situation, without those injuries, the likes of Dan Burton Hemmings wouldn't get a game. And I've got a special praise for Jamie Gross as well. I think he's another nice player that's coming on and developing well. And what they do lack physically, they make up for in their ability. But we'll have a look at the squad, see what numbers we've got for Tuesday, and then we'll go again.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, thanks.